Today we are at the home of the lovely Nancy Leikauf, a Fort Lauderdale native and Capitol lobbyist.
Hey there, come on in.
Nancy has been an avid cook and food lover for many years. Fall is her favorite season and soup is her daily constitution, a legacy learned from her mother. Nancy and her husband Steve throw a fabulous annual soup supper party each November. Today she shows us how to make her classic family favorite, taco soup.
Of ground beef in the pot. Keep it from burning on the bottom, so I keep moving it around. And we're just going to get the red out of the meats. This is a very simple recipe. The most important thing is to be able to open cans. And we have diced tomatoes. It has corn in it. And this is just plain old corn, undrained. And then if the soup looks like it needs to be thickened, I have cream style corn that I'll throw.
Do you have a trick for cutting an onion perfectly?
No, not really. Emerald and I are not the same. Now if you have a really sharp knife, it's easier.
Did you first come across this recipe?
A friend of mine, Ann Mackenzie, and I have kind of enjoyed having people over for dinner for years and years and years. And we always wanted to have a recipe that we could do ahead of time that didn't take very long, that everybody liked. And so we kind of have shared this recipe. We both embellish it with different things that we like. Ann likes things really hot. I don't like things really hot. So we kind of have a little bit of each, but it has been my go-to type of recipe when we have parties, when we have events where people come over and you don't really have an RSVP list, or you don't really know how many people might be coming when. So it's easy to make this recipe and put it in a crock pot. I usually have a salad and corn muffins with jalapenos and cheese. And it really makes a nice, easy, comfortable, casual dinner that most people really have told me they would enjoy. Here we go. 1. Tomato sauce. Spicy chili beans. 4 spicy chili beans. Corn. Undrained. Diced tomatoes. I like black beans in this, so I put black beans. Taco seasoning. Any kind. I like the less sodium. Okay, but my favorite, the secret ingredient, I think, is ranch dressing.
Yum. What do you think that adds to it?
Some kind of funny spices, but it adds a little, it's not quite as Mexican. Cumin, it gives it a little bit of kind of rounded out. Whatever that means. I have to stir. I usually take the tomato can. This is the water I add back in here to make it so that it's not quite so thick. There's a lot of tomato sauce in this, and tomato sauce has acid and there's spices. And what I like to do is add just a pinch of baking soda, and it will bubble. And it kind of bubbles the acid. You can kind of see it beginning to bubble. I'm going to put a little more when it gets a little hotter. And the acid boils out, so it doesn't give you indigestion. It's just a nice sweet thing, and I don't put sugar in any of these recipes because baking soda is an alkaline and it's sweet. Ta-da! I love soup, and so we decided one time I had some extra food, and it was a November day, and I asked some friends if they wanted to come over and have some soup. I said, I'll provide the venue, you know, if somebody bring a salad, somebody bring dessert. And we had the first soup supper, and then I thought, what if everybody brought a soup and shared their soups? And so that's what we've done. We've brought soup, we've shared soups. Sometimes there's 10, 12, 14 different types of soups.
So how many years have you been doing this?
10 years. This year will be 11. And we serve about 50 people in our home. We set up tables wherever we can. We have little styrofoam cups and plastic spoons for people who just want to taste before they make their decision, but it's a sit-down dinner. And a lot of fun, a lot of friends, and just it's something that we look forward to, Steve and I and our family looks forward to each year. And I think the people who come have a great time. Sometimes it's the only time during the year that they see each other and they connect again. So I think soup is a wonderful fall type of warm and fuzzy feeling for friends.
That's great.
Okay, folks, let's raise our spoons. Yum.
Yum.
Taco soup.